Can I be real or is it boring? To give you a peace of mind, cause mine is so enormous. Way past the norm, Norman. What you
What up, though? It's that nigga mom, man. So, we about to do something different today, man. And I'm talking about a character from like a movie I done watched when I was younger, and I just looked at this person like the villain. But now that I'm older, I done watched the movie several more times because I watched it a lot when I was younger. But in the movie I'm talking about is Roscoe, Welcome Home, Roscoe Jenkins. But Bianca Kittles, Roscoe Jenkins' fiance, growing up, she was the bad guy. Now I'm an adult, and I'm like, everything she did was reasonable. Obviously, she was competitive, and you know, Martin wasn't being straightforward. So the real villains in this movie would be Martin, his dad, and the ex-girlfriend. Well, not even the ex-girlfriend, because it was never his girlfriend. Okay, she's a homewrecker, essentially. You know, because look at it. Martin, with Roscoe, he stayed away from his family. Because we're going to start on Roscoe. Roscoe stayed away from his family for 8 years. Now, it's a given everybody else. Because his daddy, obviously one of the villains. His mom was not the villain. His cousins and them, they wasn't really the fucking villains. Or his sisters wasn't the villain. Because they're your siblings. It's going to be that sibling rivalry, you know, and shit like that. So it was just Roscoe being soft as hell. Another prime example was how soft they wanted, you know, motherfuckers to be is when the son was being horrible. She was like, this is ridiculous. No, she called him pathetic. She's like, he's pathetic. She's not saying the child himself was pathetic. She's saying in this particular sport that he was playing that was outside his element, which is baseball, he was pathetic. And that was being observant, essentially. So I don't fault her for that. A lot of it, Roscoe was he wasn't straightforward. He wasn't wearing the pants in the house. He was allowing her to run shit and do this because if it wasn't for her agreeing to going to the reunion, they would have never went. So that's why Roscoe is the motherfucking villain, okay? Not Bianca, okay? She goes to the house with all the family and she getting treated like shit. Like, she get a little bit of royalty from the sister and shit momentarily. That shit ain't last 10 minutes. It was, she came in the kitchen, split, she had the dog, get the fur, rat, got the going off on her. Now you imagine that. You bring your girl around, your family, and all this shit going on, and this person that you came with don't even defend you. And I'm saying on both sides of the spectrum. If it was your woman bring you around her family and her family on some bullshit and they don't defend you, you gonna feel some type of way. So it was that. Then they stole her expensive wine and used it for Kool-Aid. So come on now. It was so much towards her that I can't even fault her for anything she did because she didn't do nothing wrong. Like, really think about it. Even calling the boy pathetic for being trash at baseball. That was not wrong. It was right. He was trash at fucking baseball. Now, the daddy, obvious reasons the daddy was a villain. Because all his son wanted was his approval. And he ain't give it that. He ain't show him no love. His first time visiting him after 8 years, the nigga say, oh, hey, how you doing, Dr. Stevenson? Some shit like that. Stevenson. Like, that's my stage name. I know. What? Nigga, oh no. That, like, I feel for Roscoe why he became the villain. Because his daddy was a motherfucking villain. You know what I'm saying? But that don't give you a reason to push away from your moms and shit. You know what I'm saying? Now we getting to the last. Lucinda. She stuck around. You know what I'm saying? The family obviously fucking around with the cousin. Ain't no telling how many times he smashed, whatever the fuck. He thinking shit sweet, but it ain't. But she come back around. You know what I'm saying? And she all in your face, showing you all of this, you know, attention that she ain't never gave your ass. So this it make her look bad, man. Make her look bad. So she the villain too. She a villain too, cause she just wrecked her home. This dude was about to get married. And she came and changed all that shit. Changed the whole little paradigm real quick. Like, and it would have never happened if Bianca never said, yeah, let's go see your family. Like, even though she said the camera crew and all that shit, Roscoe could have simply said, it's a family event, we ain't doing all that. We gonna have ratings regardless. We gotta have our private life and all of that shit. But he ain't do that. Everything he did was something, you know, a man ain't supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I want to go on a date, I go on a date. He's supposed to be leading in charge of that. But then again, women, they are supposed to be like nutritionalists. They supposed to, you know, not be in the kitchen in the sense how people try to look at it from a misogynistic way, but feed their family and keep them healthy from what they feed them. So even with that, she was doing her womanly duties because she up there keeping you in good health. So Bianca was not the villain. So with that being said, like and subscribe. Oh yeah, before we said it, in the comment sections, y'all tell me who y'all think was the real villain of the movie. Because those the villains for me. Because if y'all believe the sister, the big brother, and all them was the villain, let me know. But those were the villains for me. So put in the comment section who y'all thought it was. Like and subscribe so we hit that 100K today. Stay peaceful, productive, and positive. It's that nigga Mom, and much love.
Can I be real or is it boring? To give you a peace of mind, cause mine is so enormous. Way past the norm, Norman, while you're conforming. Like comforting mattresses that comfort them with torment snoring. Like you in your own home with a home phone. I'm more like E.T., got a phone home past the moon. It's not a movie, I'm about to fly past it soon. Spiritually, I roam alone.